face, but like, we better not aggressive. So it's just, this way. Hi everybody, welcome back. We are going to fuck up James. Um. Oh, it's not even like a. Sorry, the brain. But we're back. We found Janice. Janice. We found Janice, and we're gonna fucking go there. Part of me wants to like. I don't know if I should capture all my planets first, or should double back and do that. I think we kind of have to find. So, like even charting the routes. I gotta worry about that. We're just gonna go back into our system. We're gonna go reclaim Janice, because that is our thing. And that actually might give me a quest to go back to this footfall station. So that'll solve the issue of needing to go back there and doing those other quests. I'll go back there and tell them that I've got the but with that, we don't want Idra, she's a fucking dirty heretic, and by that it's using the word way too much. I think she's very kind of anti-imperial. Just let her. Each your own. She's not, done anything bad specifically. It's just sometimes you can't stand for that anti-emperor sentiment, you know? Well, let me guess, my competent fucking governor's gonna get shot in the head. A lavishly dressed noblewoman, an opulent silk gown, watches you with an expectant air, but then gracefully bows her head. Gem-encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house Van Viet Aram. My name is Vistenza Janus Viet Ab Aram af Cornus. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of the rogue traitor Theodore von Valancius, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. She raises her head slightly. And greetings to you, noble Worstiran. It has been years since you last visited Janus. I'm glad to see you again. A good sign when a rogue trader seneschal does not visit a subject planet for a long time. Isn't that correct, Lady Viat? It means the governor is taking care of all matters, and there is no need for the seneschal to interfere. She lets out a musical laugh. I hear praise in those words, and I thank you for them. She turns to you once again. In truth, your arrival in this place of the esteemed Lady von Valancius is quite unexpected. I hope my coming in her stead is not, not in the least, your lordship. On the contrary, I'm delighted after all these years to once again welcome to my world. What?
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
The Emperor is with us!
No, you've made just the wrong choice to stand over here. Though it seems like they're taking less damage. Maybe they have more health. Maybe I shouldn't have left footfall before I did those quests. All these things, and possibly more.
If I may?
Abelard, if you could, please fucking kill them. square into him. I should have said that. What's enemy? If the enemy's killed more than one message.
Rejoice in battle!
And she missed it.
What a rush!
Well, at least this isn't like the other fight where they were. Actually, let's give himself the strength boost real quick. Then shift 3 over to here. And I am just a little bit too far to do this way. So just take a quick shot. Excellent. Abelard, you will show him how it's done. I'd rather do my Duolingo. Game. Ah, there's more.
Follow my lead. Reduce to dust.
Rebel looks a little bit frightening. Hey, come on. There. Move the front line to over here, please. Make them kill each other. A lot more than I thought there were going to be. I wish it wasn't entirely dependent on where she was specifically. Just give Abelard the turn, really.
A tactically sound approach. I took care of this one. Someone else can do this.
The omniscient comprehends all.
do it without, like, decimating my teammates, though.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Question. Do I have any other abilities? Like, you know, this should be fine.
I'll make it happen.
Assign objective with something with a little bit less health, so I have that one killed.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. For you, my emperor!
Okay, pretty good.
Pain
Ow.
cleanses the body.
High momentum.
For the throne's glory. More trouble than it's worth. Naturally.
Try to see if it's worth it, like, you know. It's gonna be worth spending a coin. And let us reckless
At your
strike.
beck and call.
Strike.
Indeed.
Fuck, dude. You know what? Fuck it. I bought a kill.
Victory is in...
Really?
At your beck and call.
What I can do?
I won't go down easy.
An exemplary strike.
Really? Fine.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
My vow is to serve. Running binaric override.
Everybody's just running out in the open.
I will endure. Doubt is for the weak.
I ran out of spots.
Grey hair, sure hand.
Ow. Oh, he does both. Cool, 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 cool. There's a two-shot moves. Ow. Ow!
Your reckoning is due.
One, two, three, four.
I will do my duty.
Cassia, my dear, please get the fuck out of there. Give him another turn, please. Could you go ahead and just charge him?
Let's see to it.
Let's lock them down. It's fine, thank you. Oh. Good.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved.
You suffer 96 armor, deflection to the assassin's turn. Do that, so we still have one more point.
High momentum.
Apparently I was stunned or something? Okay, well, shoot
As
me
the
here.
Emperor commands, I act.
You.
Power
I mean, the
resides
battle's
in the
over and
will
use
of
it
the
alone,
righteous.
right?
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Do I have a run a gun? No.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And she is just determined not to even try to hit that spot.
Target well struck.
Probably should have tried to use like with the psychic attack.
But of course, Lord Captain.
There's no way this guy's getting out of here. You couldn't move. Ironically, I might should have even stopped him from moving.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. She says ordering somebody around.
Be gone.
Excellent. Your lordship, preserve us. Are you alright? Oh god. Jesus fucking Christ, what's going on here? Do not fret, layperson. We have grown used to the outrageous slovenness among the wardens of every world we visit. His voice is quiet at first, booming with fury at the end of the remark. Pale grayness strangling this peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being, yet he fears for his own even more. Wow, just fucking shoot him. Praise the throne. If you would please follow me, I will personally escort you to the governor, where you will have to protect the protection of the walls of the wardens. I think it's right. I'm assuming everybody's doing like
I'll get left in the
superhero route,
Hallucination problem.
because that's kind of just how you play Warhammer.
Rectified.
So, like, I imagine the more interesting route, or at least the more commonly tread route,
Always keep your eye on the
There.
price.
Super Emperor, or like fuck Emperor, fuck them all. Upon seeing you, the guard of the door lets out a frightened yelp and doubles over in a low bow. Your lordship, the most honorable Titan von Valancius, the governor is waiting for you in her office, where she is protected by walls and guards. Do you prefer to meet with her alone or with your entourage? I am just really encouraged with me, thank you very much. The last time you guys fucking met me, I got shot at. Let me do it again. Visteza Janus Viat Abarum of Cronus is fiercely swiping out a data slate, issuing commands into her gilded box. Upon seeing you, she hurriedly puts away her devices, moves her skirt, and drops into a deep curtsy. Your lordship, accept my abject apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled the reception. Even in my worst nightmares, I could never have imagined. No, give your apologies. I could have been killed. Governor, trembling all over, bows her head even lower. I assure you, lordship, I would never. I beg you, give me the chance to prove my loyalty and explain myself. Vistenza's companion, standing beside her, also bends in a slavish bow, while we're setting out and offer a reassuring touch to Vistenza's hand, who immediately draws it away. What's happening? Several months ago, uprisings broke out in Janus. I was not even notified at first. Griping worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned of what happened after the miscreants began targeting noble families. She shakes her head, and then it became apparent that what the Administratum's accounts had referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They have already brought 13 agricultures to a halt and have now moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet again. I risk angering you, lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation dispassionately. The most talented logistic experts in the Administratum are unable to guarantee stable ties. Fellows are wary of landing at the spaceport, and the terrified peasants are indulging a dangerous minority within their ranks. Though the usual order of things is stored in Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Consider that, considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. You see, Janus does not have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal. Ships like yours, your lordship. Ships like yours, your lordship. Ship lord, short lord, ship lord. Perhaps you will find a way to support your subjects in their hour of need. I'm sure that even approximate coordinates would suffice to have the ground forces and ship's crew work together to hunt down the enemy. I don't think she's at fault here. It kind of sounds like, these things were somewhere along the line, which I guess could be blamed on her. I am immensely grateful for your assistance, your lordship, and it sounds like, I trust Abelard, Abelard trusts her. Many of those who attacked this state thrived, and they could have been a valuable source of information, but you made an example of them for the rest of the foolish rabble. She glanced at the box. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Besides that, we still don't know who let those reprobates into the estate. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak, and removing all traces of the attack from the estate. An esteemed Magos, who is responsible for agronomic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. And of course, there's my aide in the war against the rebels, Urolette. I have no doubt she will be delighted to share her network of Janus with your lordship. News confirmed to Urolette. Our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels, I have turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations given the undoubted advantages she brings. You see, Urolette comes from a local degenerate stock of this world, and knows Janus like the back of her hand. So she has provided several leads as to where we can find bases and secret storehouses. Although I admit there's times I am tempted to send her away from the estate. Her naturalness means that she is always speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure. So tall. Did I hear you, Governor Fiat? You have a hideous mutant on your estate at this very moment. One of prodigious height, slight build, and with supernatural talent for shooting. Did the arrival of this helper never give you pause for thought? Allow me to make myself clear. To refuse Urlette's help in our circumstances would have been incredibly rash. Yes, mutants are creatures abhorrent to the Emperor, and they should be exterminated, but sometimes humanity makes exceptions for those who can serve the Imperium. I am not concerned that your aide is a mutant. I am far more concerned that she may be nothing of the sort, returns to you. Titan, I would like to meet with this helper of Governor Viat's without delay, out of professional interests. If you speak to Urlet, you will find her outside. I can't even fucking read. You'll find her outside the orangery. What the fuck's an orangery? Most likely by the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. Yes and no, your lordship. If the question is, can such an expansive and fertile world as this one feed a few thousand void rats? Of course it can. We lose more provisions to gnawing pests every cycle than those on footfall could eat in their entire lives. But can we ship the provisions to footfall? Not a chance. I'm just informing you that this is what we're doing afterwards. Any cargo that leaves the surface will be targeted for attack. The rebels will not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris all over the capital. Our silos could become targets for sabotage. Food could be poisoned or mined. Mined? The logistics of transporting supplies will only be possible once the uprising has been completely crushed. I like how the,
Let us not dawdle.
Keep your guard up, Jai. Focus.
Keep your wits about
I hear
you.
what fucking orangery is. Draped in red cloak, the Magus' body barely looks human. Wires, tubes, and metal manipulators turn him into a whimsical machine, while implants hide his face behind a sinister mask. Tech Priest intermittently dictates something in Techna Lingua to the servo saw floating next to him, but at your approach, he falls silent and offers a reserved bow. Greetings, your lordship, Lex Mechanic Vinslek. How may I serve you? Passion Lex Mechanic exchange trills of binary critic, series of sounds issued by Vinslek sounds, much longer and more differential than those of Pascal. It's more machine, I guess. His voice comes from the speaker on his neck. By the order of the Adeptus Mechanicus, I have been entrusted with the management of the Adeptus Ministratum in order to catalog agromantic data and analyze information of the planet during the process of subjugating it to the will of the Imperium. Blessed be, Tech Brother. Your diligence and the diligence of those like you turns anarchy into order and bestows classification to knowledge. This mechanism slightly touches the Lex Mechanic's body. Tech Priest bows respectfully in return, clearly a little startled. Activity that do not pose immediate threat to ongoing operations. A reject. Unstable is floored upon no image throws the threat to short term. According to data obtained during the initial survey, the ruined structures of non-human origins were noted in different sectors of the planet. I do not have the administrative capacity to study them in more detail. For now, I must defer the quest for knowledge. Speaking his last words with distinct envy, his eyes fixed on Magnus and Hadabid. Yeah, good old Hadabid. Genetic and chemical pathologies, your lordship, harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become poisonous. This has happened more and more often. If you do not take action, the ecosystem of the world will become irreparably damaged. The changes may be artificial, but has this possibility been considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem to reduce our living space? Not at all, Venerable Magnus. Our tech comrades from the Magos biologists are humble workers, not warriors. They could not have come up with such a thought of such a militant nature. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to commence a check. In the event that your account of the indolence of their minds is confirmed, I will petition for the appropriate penance. Interesting. It is often that what seems to be insignificant anomalies like this that lead to greater troubles. I've analyzed the genome of infected species, and I am currently developing suppressor genes to make the planet's organisms resistant to pathology. But so far, I have not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of this planet would perhaps speed up the process, but the administrative apparatus has proposed a ban on expeditions that are not directly aimed at improving production. Machine. I must be a computer. Calculator time, bros.
I always have a
Where
backup
is the
plan.
Okay, wait. This looks like it might be an orange suit room. Can I go in there? No. It's here somewhere. Oh, she's literally just standing out in the open. She's here somewhere. Where could she be?
Iliad Lenevis greets you, Elantark.
Bizarre creature before you, only vaguely resembles a typical human. An elongated body, slender limbs, pointed features. Every aspect of its appearance is a natural alien. Creature turns his head to you.
Regrettable news. This creature is not a mutant as the locals assumed, but a representative of the Eldari, one of the myriad enemies of humanity. You should not trust this creature. Do not communicate with it any longer than necessary.
There is no need to mutilate my language, monkey. I speak yours well enough to converse with Elantark without a translator. And since you have discerned my path, I will be direct in my speech.
Okay.
My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
Reckless.
Must I remind you, Master Van Kalox, that the warrant endows rogue traders with the sacred right to have dealings with Xenos when necessary? That exceptional memory of yours seems to have let you down.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
Why?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
What does that mean? The people, the fucking planet itself, you know. What does that mean? What are you trying to get at? What are you saying?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
Rayla's face is unreadable, but you sense a strange tension in her voice, although she was choosing her words carefully.
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence. The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than any of you. Because that is what you are. Elantark means stranger from the darkness amidst the stars. You descended on flame-winged machines in a dark time when the air of the planet is soaked in blood and pain. Will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon? The Lilithon is expressing her wrath. For centuries, this world has resisted the brutality inflicted upon it by soulless machines and unmindful creatures. But what the machine man told you, that is something else. Something more frightening. The planet is fighting an evil that has taken root in its very cradle. I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
Yes, but your answers are not particularly helpful.
But you are not asking for help, Elantark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. A simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
No Xenos in my squad, thank you. Goodbye, freak creature. I hope you die a painful death! Yeah, why can't I escape from the map? Why am I in the map? How do I get out of this map? Oh boy, I broke something. No, there we go, we're good. We're good, I can see again. I've been gifted my sight back. I earned it through the Emperor's grace. Why is somebody out of line? Who's out of line here? Everybody. Okay, now we're good. Argentina take the first shot. Yeah, fine. It's because she's more like tanking. You. I'm gonna talk to you. Hearing the footsteps, the elderly servant grabs an injector and stabs it into his arm. The area around the needle immediately starts turning black. You're too late, Viatch dogs! I'm a master of my own fate! And he turns, he gets a better look at you, and the man drops an injector in astonishment, and seems poised to prostrate himself on the floor before you. It's you, your lordship! God Emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels and save Janice. He doubles up, hugging himself and racked by coughing that leaves his lips wet with blood. Forgive me, your lordship. If only I know it was you. My eyes deceived me. We have little time now, but I swear I'll tell you everything. Looking closely at the old man, Tech Priest utters, nerve toxin. The inevitable succession of vital functions is expected in no more than 60 seconds. Silent clicks emit from the visor indicated ongoing PICT recording. In the name of the Golden Throne, your lordship, show mercy on the humble workers. The Salt of Janus, save them! Vistenza Sviat, the untouchable governor and leader of the nobility, is creating some monsters behind closed doors. She used the Imperium's interest as a smokescreen and purports to be a scholar, but her actions are poisoning our planet. Do you know that the settlement has failed to pay their due tithes on time, have been allowed to pay with people instead? They even deliver them to order. Some old folks, sometimes children. He lowers his voice to a whisper and leads towards you. I've seen these people. I've seen them being delivered to the estate, and then they're never seen or heard from again. They go into secret rooms and don't come out again, your lordship, ever. Peasants who were taken from Urak 5 to serve House Orcelio were never seen or heard from again either. They became loyal servants and toiled for the good for the great dynasty. Why should they ever return to their filthy and squalid bones? The old servant lets out a moan. Dark stain in his arm seems to creep through his veins until his arms and necks are latticed with black, so his breath quickens and becomes irregular. Hidden chambers deep within the palace. Well, I've never been inside, thankfully. Servants who are allowed in, the ones who the governor trusts, they change. She changes them, frees them up to follow them. You accuse the rogue traitor's appointed governor of heresy? Your words are false. They themselves are tantamount to heresy. But if what you say is true, if it's true, then your sacrifice will be to your credit, my good man. Traitor's last words. And it is fine. Argentina his last words of passion conviction. I swear I'm not lying. Pray for me, holy sister, for me and for Janice. Servant shakes and coughs violently. I'm not sure I'll last long enough to answer all your questions. I will tell you exactly what I was told by the people who have contacted me. Some settlements already switched to paying with people. They say that amenable settlements get special treatment from the governor's dogs. Arrange for medicine supplied to the settlements, and security, and then they completely isolate them. All contact between those inside the settlement and the outside world's cut off. Oh, and Lad managed to get out. He said he's the one who told me all this. That the people are rotting alive in there. Streets growths, yellow eyes, thinking like dead bodies. Worst-looking ones are surrounded up and taken away. Although escape seems fine. Within a couple of days, the rebels picking him up, he started seeing monsters instead of people. They had to lock him up away from the other folks. The poor sod, and then his wrists. He's starting to convulse, and indicating that he is close to death. Reason is already unseeing eyes to you. Your lordship, if you'll permit a dying man to make one last request, don't tell anyone that I was the one who unlocked the doors. If you do, they'll go after my family, my home. No, I've not asked all my questions. Please save us. Save Janice. The servant grasps violently and collapses on the side, racked with convulsions. Oh boy, that was a death and a half. Can I go ask her about her friend now? Because now I'm concerned about the friend.
Rise to the top.
Before I
or
didn't
get
care that she had
left
some
in
kind
the
of weird,
dust.
like, you know, female servant. There's Mrs. Southland. It seems too familiar even for buildings to at the coast. She's too normal. If there's anything she's trying to appear too, like, you know, holy in order to hide her heresy. I wish to search the manor. Start kicking down doors, boys. Possibly. Possible heresy. But his lies, he could have been lying, which would also be heresy. There could be so much heresy here. Who is this person? One of my ladies in waiting, Amelia. Lily performs the secretarial duties and helps me remain in constant contact. Yeah, it just, well, here's the thing, right? I need them. I need some of them. Possibly she can die. It's either the rebels die or her die. And if she's doing heresy here, she's fucking dying, bro. If the rebels are fighting for the name of the God Emperor, it would be detrimental to kill them. Truly. I trust my advisor's simplicity, and over time, Amelia has not become not merely a faithful companion, but almost my shadow. Losing her would be like losing my right hand. She laughs and gives Amelia a encouraging nod. To bathe in the light of your greatness, the honorable trader. Tell me about the planet, please. It's a remarkable world, both in terms of its potential and in terms of the work that is carried out to transform it into an accurate world. House Fiat has ruled on Janus for many generations, and each new governor has without fail contributed to the planet's naming. It was once a wild planet, full of xeno beasts and utterly unsuitable for growing anything. To this day, despite our best efforts, Janus regularly rebels against us. Earthquakes, tsunamis, emergence of many pests and weeds invade the arable land. Sometimes cannot help but think that this world is endowed with consciousness of a capricious and stubborn child who lets us spoil everything that we have achieved. Mainly halcyon flint corn and red turnip. Apart from that, the southern hemisphere we have set aside for vast tracts of land for the Grox population. And of course, I cannot fail to mention the several thousand acres of tilled land given over to cultivate fermentable fruit, personal use, and limited export. I know you're referring. Strange structures of an unknown material. The prevention of any unfortunate accidents, I ordered the area to be declared out of bounds for all. Some things were better off left under a thick layer of dirt, beyond the gracility and the enlightened minds of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Magos Vincex is a very wise man, but his fixation on evolutionary process seems to be a little extreme to me. Janus was heavily cultivated, forests were cleared, and mountains raised across half the planet. It is no surprise that they're still noting consequences of those changes. It's possible the planet mutations are connected to a waste runoff from harvest equipment, and changes of wildlife behavior could be a reaction to the expansion of the cultivated area. She shakes her head with a laugh. Are you surprised by my knowledge on the topic? A whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming Janus. A plentiful yet stubborn planet, every member of Viat bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planetary engineering and its consequences. I'd like to go in there alone. Just to see. I'm gonna save him in case she tries to fucking murder me again. I don't want to, I don't want to let her in. I don't want to let her to know that I know she's doing fucking vicious shit. Because like she'll probably go like, oh no, it's okay. I don't actually I take them for
I always keep my options open.
for taking care of the estate. No. It's nothing, your lordship. I don't like that it's not letting me go in any of the rooms. Yeah, it's not. Open this fucking door. Open any door I walk up to.
Keep your wits about you.
Hmm. I worry that I worry that the thing with the Xenos has to do with those people going missing.
Elantark?
No, I guess we're gonna go further out. Jesus. You have a name, sir. The suit's man wearing a cloak of Adeptus Administratum is reviewing information on a data slate while is quietly wearing mechanical arms filled with a long scroll with writing. Upon noticing you, the man stretches his thin lips to a smile and deferentially bows, the light in his eyes of the silver skull hovering over his right shoulder, gently pulsing. Oh, your lordship. I was like, what are these in response to? Just so you're in person, allow me to introduce myself. Aquilus Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agricolte. It's like this fucking weird ass, like, you know, yeah, so Agricolte. Alas, your lordship, rebellions have caused to us many problems in recent times. Rebels are interfering with the established process, interrupting supplies, sabotaging the service work. We nobles have even been killed. And worst of all, some of the victims occupied important shock posts until their replacement passed their checks, complete with all the introduction forms and go through the official appointment procedure. Important paperwork is going as unsigned. It's all a bureaucratic catastrophe. And the absence of required signatures, of course, was the horrifying thing about the situation. Indeed it is. Financial reports, logistical directives, way bills for food shipments, without the signatures of the most respected and now deceased heads of House Zachars. Shipments to settlement in August 24 stopped. The heirs are still dealing with the transfer of holdings, and incoming reports tell us that a quarter of the world workings in the affected settlements have already died of starvation. Most of the remaining have left the perimeter and not yet returned to their designated places. Things continue this vein. I dare not imagine what it could lead to. There are worlds that are ravaged by war for generations. Generations, your lordship. Like that deranged planet by the nameless star, so close to our own peaceful system. The inhabitants are supposed to live under the patronage of rogue trader Winterscale. I shudder to think what he's created there. Of course. I would be delighted to furnish you with all the information I have. In the last few months, 15 organized attacks and 7 terrorist attacks have been perpetrated irregularly. Irrigation equipment has been sabotaged in varying sectors 3 to 5, transportation routes 2 to 7, 4 to 13, and also, I suppose I will not tell you much. Please, with a fussy gesture, he presses several buttons on the data slate screen. A three-dimensional map of coordinates of the attacks appear on your cockpit. You cast practice eye of intelligence provided to you and instantly get a grasp of the situation. The data is superbly correlated, and the map clearly displays all the actions of the rebels. At first glance, there seems to be no logic to their campaign. After analyzing the data and features of the terrain, you notice a clear system indicating a clear pattern for their attacks. The rebels were well armed and well trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think that the investigations of the rebels are familiar with the planet's erratic climate. My ordnance are going through the registration records day and night, looking for individuals who have completed military training, but we have far been unable to find the schedule. Security services are tracking those who support the rebels, and our regular wardens are wiping out those saboteurs without the slightest mercy. When they keep on appearing, my scribes have run off to the fleet, keeping records of all the public hearings and executions. I'm confident the governor will find a solution. Buddy? Why is my mouse moving? I'm not touching my mouse. I don't like that. To be honest, your lordship, I find the present most distressing. Of course, I would never gainsay the wisdom of the governor, who, if not she, could perceive the true worth of a person, even if that person isn't me. Moreover, Urlets, with their particular abilities, could be an interesting subject to the subjects of the Magos biologist. That elongated head shape, those eyes, judging by the skull that was given to me to send a footfall, such developmental anomalies in Janus are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait. Most remarkable item, I must say, a true anomaly. One moment. After rummaging in the nearby container, Atlas draws out a parcel, which he immediately unwraps. Is he trying to turn them into fucking Xenos? Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under the current circumstances, I doubt if he's able to send it to footfall anytime soon. The Cosmic tried to reach towards the Attilius with interest, seeming to unnerve him a little. Adequately preserved, it is a pity that it is empty inside. I could have become a proper service call herald for the road trader, unorthodox. Yes, I mean, of course, undoubtedly. Whatever you wish, your lordship. That was raise your spirits after the recent incident. I just want the skull. Disgraceful, simply disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels would dare to come so close and to drag the nobility into this as well. They penetrated the estate. That means they have help from the worthless servant or other. Security is kin. They're currently questioning the survivors. Culprit has not been found yet. He smiles unpleasantly. I look forward to meeting you again, your lordship. These are all their, ooh, grenades. Make sure to cook some of those. What the hell are these? Dried berries. Hmm. They are also deformed in the way that the person said.
I always have a backup plan.
Bulky man just in a uniform. Uniform marking him out as an officer. Gubernatorial wardens. I fucking. Gubernatorial. What the fuck is gubernatorial? Is that like? Is that a? Sending your approach, he whips around, his face going pale as he offers you a low bow. Your lordship, please do not stray too close to the building. One of the terrorists from today's attack has holed himself up in there. He could be dangerous. Reported to a port, lordship. We conducted a sweep of the area after the attack. All the assassins were arrested and neutralized, except for one, he scowls darkly. He sealed himself inside. They already injured 2 wardens who tried to reach him, but there's no need to worry. We'll poison him and clear out the last dregs of dirt from the estate. I have one question, officer. Why have you not already done it? The road trader is stay here, and the longer you delay, the more you put his life needlessly at risk. The officer flinches slightly out of a snarl. It is inexcusable, your lordship. Those of poison were only just delivered, but we're ready to begin now. I want to talk to him. Are you sure? It's not exactly safe, your lordship. You dare question me? The officer seems to remember himself and offers a low bow. Forgive me, your lordship. Act as you see fit. The officer signaled, and the other wardens look take a deferential step back, clearing the path. I'm sorry, did you fucking question me? They look solid and formidable, but you notice dark marks on the hinges. A sure sign the material is degraded. The lock doesn't look new either, but a suitable tool could be easily opened. Take half a minute to figure out the archaic mechanisms. The soft click, the door opens, allowing you to enter. Inside is poorly lit, but you spot a person standing in the far corner. He's desperately gripping a discharged lasgun in his hands. At the sight of you, his eyes widen in recognition and fear. It can't be! The rogue traitor! The young man, practically a boy, falls to his knees and stretches out his bloody hands towards you. His clothes are burned on one side and grimed with baked-in blood. Your lordship, have mercy! You are the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. See, it's weird, right? Because if they were true heretics, they'd be fucking shooting me on sight like everybody else says, right? Right? Youth is time of recklessness. I've heard that said more than once in the Schola Progenium. Deception. I mean, yeah, but at the rate, any fucking heretic we've come across so far has been really gung-ho on the whole shooting me in the face. The only one who hasn't is the first one we met. And even then, he was more kind of like, you know... He was long conning, and it wasn't even me. I've heard that said more than once in the Schola Progenium, and during my novitiate. But youth is also a time of directness. Let us listen to this young man's word before we judge him. Save you from what? From Governor Viat. Everyone here knows what she's doing to us. We've put up with it for a long time, hoping that someone would intervene and help us, but no one ever did. She made the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People around like rocks from settlement, supposedly to go to palace, and then they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields, and then people lose their minds, starting hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. And while we're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. I was taught the peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness of spirit. But this young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimeter of his body. Plus, we have a literal fucking lie detector on us. Like, I think she would notice something up if they were lying. And gray shackles bind his hands, feet, and neck. There are no lies in his words. Be terror and desperation without end. Yes, others are going feral and attacking their loved ones. And then there's... It lowers his voice. People say that some in settlements, well, stopped holding the law together. Imperial law and the law of basic human decency. People are turning into animals. Swallows never seen looks you with fear. Your lordship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me. But the others, I won't betray them. I do kind of want to lead him. Boy hesitates for a few seconds, and then his head drops limply. As long as you keep your word. I've never been in their camp. None of us have. When the chief saw one person from their base, he came a few times, bringing weapons and orders. He said that he represented a greater force than he could imagine. He said the governor's dogs will pay for their reprisal at the settlements. But that's not where they are hidden. They keep their distance from ordinary folk. We have all worked out so far that anyone would get caught, the others are caught with them. But I swiped the chief's fox. I thought, after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. Blah. Blah. That feeling when you think you are ha! I think I have hair in my mouth. It's everything I know, your lordship. I think it'd be too suspicious for me to just take him with. And he's one person. Yeah. There he is. Yeah. I feel like it's like I'm making terrible noises. I can't help myself. It feels like there's a hair like in the middle of the back of my mouth. Nah. Terrible. Good night, son. Boy's body goes limp and drops to the floor. Okay, that's just worth noting. He also has the berries. That's not. Is this chest full of keys? Like, you unlock a key. And you just get a bunch of... You get unlock a chest with a key, you get a bunch of keys. Is that like a, Is that like an injectable or a equipment? Where did it go? Where did it fucking... I love carrying all this random crap. I also like, you know, 2 mobile extractums. The entire thing that like extracts fucking, you know, extracts metals and other resources from planets. Just carry it in your pocket. Is a thing. I don't think I need corrals. I think corrals. I think Abelard has corrals. 80. Just trying. I'm surprised he has corrals. I mean, especially doesn't. Abelard. Oh, jeez, look at fucking Abelard, dude. I did not know he had this helmet on. He is just like Judge Dredd. Imagine that running at you. That's what it is. He's just fucking running at someone. Okay. The soldier is taken off.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Two containers marked with a familiar scene of the most even land in the world, and the crates contain high-grade weapons likely made to support. Gun. A hot shot las gun. Woo hoo! I don't know why it's I don't know why I celebrated in that manner. But I am happy that I have an upgraded las gun. You, my boy, you have a Robbie pattern las gun. To have that well maintained. I don't know if it is a actually. I like that. He's got the sniper. Because he's always kind of further back. He's not like he's an assassin now, technically, so. That's a single shot. Single shot further back gun is probably better for him. At least for my use of him.
I always keep my options open.
button. Good to know that N is formation. Please.
My house would be proud of me.
Path of vanity. You cannot smell any burning incense in the air. You see no seals. No seals of cleansing on the doors, and you hear no prayers, no human voices or box recordings. See, another thing where, like, I'm kind of like, oh yes, they're fake. Right? Because how they said, like,
Rise to the top,
it felt like it
or
was a
you're
bit
left in
too,
the dust.
you know. There's any reason to stir that's been swept from the stones. Some simple thing. Scratches on the surface. I guess you probably have to go to the ship and then fly out to wherever you want to go to a different area. Oh, that picture. Report on the operation to Report on the operation to ruthlessly eradicate the underground invaders in the Imperium of the Admiral Janus. By his grace, the leadership and general command of the operation were taken by rogue trader and Titan Valancius. Beyond the undoubted competence of Blessed Lord Captain, there was another reason for his decision, namely evidence to his loyalty with Theobald, Governor of Yad's retinue. Subversive acts by his enemies began, and he would sect on the planet Janus. Their insidious propaganda led to dissipation among the Imperium subjects, a result of which the peasants sympathized with their rebellious sentiments. By permitting unrest to take root in dominion, Governor Vistenza Viad discredited herself. In light of this, the crude methods she used to repress the rebellion called into question, and as was her staff. The might and authority of the noble Lord Captain, however, were able to facilitate an end. Wait, so is this kind of like me resolving it? Because I didn't really think I was ready to resolve it yet. It's just at each stage of operation, a single misstep couldn't undermine the security of the valuable colony, and consequently, deal a blow. Phase 1 of 3, Urban Eradication. The first step in the struggle against the insurrectionists was to drive the cells of the capital and major cities. Emperor Brass, Lord's Captain. I don't want to leave yet. I thought, well, it wasn't my plan to immediately. Rather, I thought maybe you could explore the person. That's why I wanted to talk to the guy. So at least you know. Get over here.
My Auspex has detected something.
Needs it much.
I've read about this.
Your water is currently bubbling from it. Additional pipes and cans like and sparkling wine and different. Imagine a fountain that just kind of fucking sprayed wine. They're not. Oh. Okay. Bush.
Alantark? I witnessed prisoners being delivered to the rear doors under cover of darkness, but what became of them I know not. And it is not my concern what you humans do to your fellows. Elantark, everything you have told me stirs doubt and alarm in my soul. I must take time to contemplate. Do not...
That's really annoying. Your blessing for the darkness. Neck priest studies dried berries and goes still. You hear the distinct clicks of the cerebral cognitives process information. Reaping, freeweed, a typical plant of the Western Hemisphere. We've studied the possibility of industrial cultivation, but the process was found to be inefficient due to specific requirements of the soil, which is found in the right composition only in the archipelagos of the planet. According to my data stored in the cognitive, all infrastructure nodes are for food harvesting and processing have their own contingent of technomads. The only number amounts to 253. Correction. Based on the latest data, the figure is 211 units. Assess this stable. The progress projecting is encouraging. Okay, so the rebel leaders are hiding possibly in archipelagos of eating weird berries because, you know, that's what they can find.
Keep your wits about you.
I guess we don't really have a choice but to, let's still talk to this one more time, and then we'll go back in there. Oh, your lordship, supply ships are all in order. All foodstuffs and other items are already ready for export, simply waiting the arrival of the transport ships. However, given the current circumstances of the planet, Janus could not provide even one trance more when it's already prepared. I'm certain the situation will rectify in the near future. Oh, your lordship, I must confess that I have not had the pleasure of filling the sacred tithe protocol form. The last Imperial ships have come here did so under my predecessor. Come to think of it, that would have been several decades ago. You hope the logistic responsible for such an unfavorable oversight lose their heads over this? I have no desire to hand over the book. Been over here, been over there, here, here. Just trying to make sure we've done everything. But I do want to resolve this in a way that is beneficial to me.
I always have a backup plan.
Did you break that, boy?
Let us not dawdle.
Okay. I guess let's go confront her again real quick.
Always keep your eye on the
I find it
prize.
really annoying that it's like, you know, I'm here, I think she's doing something with people. I don't pick my way through a door or something. Greetings, Lordship. How may I be of assistance? I don't deny it. Some of the experiments exact a higher toll on the population than others. You see, recently, one of the noble families of Janus has taken to the difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, this involved introducing experimental supplements to their food and mental conditioning in modern settlements. Some procedures are disrupted and part of the population suffers from side effects. Specialists of the Guarvis family would be better placed to inform this topic, but alas, they're currently engaged in the field. What? Really? Titan, you speak as if you actually believe his claims of those wretched peasants. I don't ask anyone to pay tithes in human bodies. I am reducing the burden on the settlements which I have suffered as a result of unsuccessful experiments involved in enriching food. And I'm gathering the worst affected subjects, and those who are no longer capable of work or for further study. Some among my circle would cause such a concern from the underclass a weakness by which have incited rebellion among the bold and rabble. Theobald and Philippe tried to limit the effects of my powers had on low-born servants in Europe 5. The station's laboratoriums ran experiments on those who had misfortune of losing their minds because of my gift. Those tests our servants' lifespan, and they joined Felix's side. Let's increase their service. You're asking about those in our circle, and let me assure you, there are enough noble families on the world to keep boredom at bay. I frequently host guests, your lordship, and my servants arrange suitable entertainments. From parlor concerts to private executions of traitors that break imperial law. So, she isn't really giving it. I'd like to demand to know where the people are taken. Like, there's a horde of people you put somewhere. What do you mean experiment? Let me see your fucking laboratory. Hello? Am I not in charge here? Do I not own this fucking rock? It is mine now. Theodora is dead. Where are these people? Let me see their bodies. Let me see any fucking proof you had them here. And you didn't do something heretical with them. Please, ma'am. Yura doesn't want to talk to me. Vintez is fucking stupid. Right? No more talking? He doesn't have anything else for me. The void ship is fine. I mean, I guess we gotta return to the void ship. It's kind of silly. I feel like I'm missing something. Especially if it goes from this to just fucking immediate, like, you know, exterminate autumn. Oh! Elentak! As you once sought my help now, I am seeking yours. Time has come to dispel the final shadows on our path. I've hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler. I also know where they are hiding. Allow me to show you the way. Condition that you bring me to them. I think the road trader needs your revelations right now, Xenos. That is even assuming that you're not lying as well. No other path was open to me, but now our paths are aligned. My decision to is motivated not by a caprice, but by reason, which compels me now to be honest with the person who can fix all this. Everything you have discovered, everything you have learned from your kind, they are of all traces of the same calamity. Calamity that will eclipse all of strife and wars in the face of the world. All the signs were plain to see, but I was here, and the Monkey failed to recognize the coming storm. Please follow me, Titan. You must. This world truly matters to you. Reveal the truth very soon, but not here, not in the place where it seems evil has made its nest. Have patience, Elentak. Trust me. Let us go, Elentak. I pray the gods that we are not too late. See, this sounds interesting. Wonder if I should bitch Cassia. We'll leave Cassia behind for a bit. Keep Hendrix to keep her in line. This is what I was looking for. I had the feeling she's also an assassin, to be honest. With the whole sniper. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to use it, to be honest, but, you know. I'm also not entirely sure how these things work and how good they are. I don't really like, grand strategists, though, so. For a sniper, she probably makes that.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Why did it reshuffle my entire fucking...
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
What is it?
I'll make an example out of you.
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Damn it, we're under attack! Kill the intruders! I would actually like to talk to you guys, if you don't mind. Stop! Lower your weapons! I mean, hey, I'm the rogue trader. Can you put your guns down for a second? Because, like, I would like to help you. Possibly. Also, I did not equip those grenades.
This tedium is beneath me.
Didn't even fucking let me shoot.
Guided by faith.
Request approved.
Was that man just gliding? Was that man just gliding?
Who if not me?
At your beck and call. Victory is imminent. Indeed.
What the fuck is he doing? Ow.
Scorn the pain.
That is beneath me.
Wonder, right? Next area brings attack. Can I get one over now?
You cannot escape their fate.
Ooh! Ooh, wee boy!
In
Oh,
thy
she earned
light
it.
I stand, and thy light I crave.
And she's unearning it, that's for sure. There we go.
I'll do it.
Running binary override. My vow is to serve. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Let's make some opportunities.
Not bad. Fucking pretty bad. Okay.
On it.
At your beck and call.
Throne take you. Everyone, step aside. For the throne's glory. Vengeance will be swift.
Yep. You can go ahead, just,
I
Batman.
understand your intent. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
I'm kind of liking the sniper. Kind of am. Just a little. Don't know why she has this man's attack.
Pay with your blood in the name of El Amentia Kane!
Doubt is for the weak.
Now you know.
I'll do it.
Well, you know.
As the tactical imperative dictates. Request.
Okay, yeah, giving Pescal a fucking Lara sniper was a great idea as well. Must say. I do love gliding in, however. That's so far been amazing. Wilbur Day gliding in.
I've seen worse battles than
There's
this
still
in my
sniper hiding
time.
back here.
It will be done.
That's how it removes bleeding. It literally says it removes bleeding. I don't know why.
Look, over there. Naturally.
Stop! My kin! It's me! Nope, I don't understand how to do it.
No enemy will thwart my
Yep.
purpose.
Nothing.
course. Of course, of course, of course, of course.
The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Don't let your guard down. I'll see to it personally. Your end was inevitable.
Woo! New glass gun! You're happy to see it. I'm happy to have it. It's new las gun. Nope. Nope. Avalar. Really can't fucking use that thing. Alrighty. There's a run there. I guess just hide back here. That was a mistake. I should have just fucking.
I will do my duty.
That's fine. Dude really wanted out of there.
I'm done with this one.
No more one. I want to brain blast them, but no.
I approach the designated position.
I've suffered worse.
Youchies.
I will endure.
You fucker, stop throwing grenades at me.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart. Eradicated.
Where's he going, buddy? Pascal, Pascal, Pascal.
Explorators know one route. Forward. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Dude, did you even aim with that shot?
It's as good as done.
My place is at the fore.
I'll channel my pain into
I
anger.
do not understand why he does not hit me. Like, it says the invigorate is supposed to get rid of that.
Stop trying, monkey.
You dare leave us now!
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Advancing. Request denied.
Follow my lead. It will be done.
Heal my wounds.
2% shot chance hit. Okay.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If I must.
Rejoice in battle! Faith without deeds is worthless.
First we go to battle. That's fine.
Running binaric override. Function successfully terminated. Fates.
Did not think that was a good as well.
A tactically sound approach. At your beck and call.
And even blade. Here we go.
I will not. I understand your intent.
As the Emperor commands.
Ouch. I can't hit him here, can I? He owns fucking bloody can. I don't even know if he hit him or not, because the fucking camera over there was so absolutely abhorrent, but you know.
An exemplary strike.
Looks for me. Give him the old range shot.
Spiritual prognosis is failing. High momentum.
He did it! Pascal! Woo! Hubert's usually a dispassionate face, contorted with grimace of pain and rage. Your elucidator activates when she begins to speak in her own language. I swear on Cain's riven heart, Miran, you will pay for your treachery. May Morai hag asunder your fate and cast it away. May the blood of Elden Ash flood your throne. She closes her eyes, sucks in a breath through her teeth, and quickly murmurs something. She opens her eyes, her face is once again a mask of cool serenity. She looks at you and begins to speak, this time in low Gothic. Please excuse me, Elentak. I allowed the turmoil of my soul to win out over my reason. A slip like that could cost me more than you could ever. Hurt soul, I must be more careful, even in the face of treachery. I see no other path. You deserve the truth. We call ourselves the children of Asuran. Aldari is another name of ours. We are echoes of the great empire that once ruled the galaxy and created new worlds. The planet that you call Janus is one of such main Lilithian world, the Lilithan. A haven that our ancestors made for their kin. For many millennia, only the shadows of our predecessors lived among the ruins, until you humans came here. We are the heirs, and we are entirely within our rights to call the main world our own. However, our arrival is a tragedy, not a homecoming. Sorrow seeps into her voice. We belonged to the craft world, Prolach, which fell on the borders of this star region. Only the province of the merciful gods allowed us to escape the fate that befell those whose souls perished amidst the stardust along with our abode. Destroying an Aldari craft world is a serious achievement. I'd like to shake the hand whoever did it. His green visor flashing with interest, Pascal carefully clarifies. Which border, exactly? You don't need to know that, Iron Monk. I'm aware of looting practice. After the calamity, the Lilithan offered my kin a sanctuary, placed the respite in its ruins of our ancestors, and the canopy of the forest created by the wisdom of our world, living alongside your kind, who reap the fruits of our labor with such vulgarity. No, my path brought me to Lilithan later, she hesitates, by another route. It was Moran who welcomed me here. He was the one who was surviving of the Farseers of the Krudak. He was with a handful of Asurani who had escaped death and found the path here, the destroyed cradle of our kind. They were outraged when they saw how the Monkey had ravaged that flourishing garden. The Asari do not enter battles they cannot win. However, it is our priority to direct the currents so that the elements themselves wash obstacles from enemies from our path. And so this was the case. Moran, the Farseer from Kurach, such a future without the Monkey, saw a future without the Monkey, and we followed his lead. We simply used the Monkey's passions against them. Their love of freedom and anarchy, their love of domination and violence. Stroking enmity between servants and rulers is easier when your targets are governed by emotion rather than reason. My kin became military advisor to the Monkey, who rose against the rule of this world. I had a different mission, to become Visten's handler, since the rebels won't be unable to help to get to her until both sides were sufficiently weakened. The rule of humans had never seen a child of Assyrian before, and so she accepted the lie about its degenerate being a branch of Monkey dwelling far from mankind. I don't know the answer to that question, she lowers her head. Many cycles have passed since I departed these forests with my kin. They cannot have forgiven me, can they? Forgotten me, can they? You struggle to understand the children of Assyrian. I do not blame you for that. We are too different. She doesn't think for a few moments. Monkey walked blindly into the future. We chose the path, guided by our farseers. Rudark was the birthplace of the powerful watchers of the things to come. Leaders were selected from among their ranks, and their word was set in stone, unshakable like the universe itself. Moran, our leader here, is one of that group. The children of Assyrian are subject to his will, and he is the subject to the will of his visions. Moran saw the Lilithan in a vision, suffering and crying out to be cleansed, and we did everything we could to rid the maiden world of the Monkey. Our lives are desires, and that is dust compared to the light of path Moran has chosen for us. At least, that is what my kin believes. I used to believe it too, until recently. I mean, I should fucking kill you. Elantak, your arrival has thrown my past in disarray, and lifted the veil on the truth that has been hidden from me. When I was shadowing the humans like ruler, I failed to see the signs. Signs that there was another threat looming over the Lilithan besides the Monkey's deeds. The threat should be familiar to you, as it is intelligent species across the galaxy. We call it Lenethrash, she who thirsts, goddess of chaos. Slanesh? Lenethrash and she who thirsts are the name of the Eldari given to the chaos god Slanesh, their ultimate enemy. Slanesh is the god of passion, excess, and forbidden pleasure, and is known for his fickle and treacherous nature. The Monkey are weak in spirit, susceptible to the propositions of she who thirsts, and their drive to obtain her poised gifts. They perform perverse rituals in her name, rituals that are to require sacrifices, like the Monkey who were brought into the palace to never seen again. The Lilithan's world spirit senses the threat and resists as much as able. The living things that inhabit this world are becoming its weapons turned against the Monkey. Poisonous plants, rabid beasts, these are all like a blade in Lilithan's hands as she fights the coming of Lenethrash. The signs have been revealed to me. They all indicate the presence of corruption on this world. Tendrils of corruption that may be threading through the world spirit, poisoning it even as we speak. For corruption to take hold on this planet so quickly requires effort directed by the will of another. I believe Vicentenda Viats is the thrall of the will of Lenethrash. What? Vicentenda Viats, the governor who has dutifully served the dynasty and Imperium for decades? Titan, I hope you're not stand for such scurrilous slander aimed at one of your finer servants. Perhaps the signs I uncovered have failed to convince you. I pray to the gods that other proof. Something more comprehensible to you will emerge to sway your opinion. I mean, I was pretty fucking on board with her being chaos tainted already, considering like everybody was like, no, please, she's like sacrificing people. I just figured it was a different kind of chaos. Lenethrash is deceitful and cunning. She subtly penetrates the soul, offering false perfection, luring victims into her web, which promises a wicked deal. The ruler of the Monkey perhaps does not even know that her soul has been corrupted. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to be a thing. But I just ran 2 more marked for tonight, and I am dying on the inside. I don't know. I think we'll save here for the night. Slow speed. That's my opinion. But like for me, it's already better than right. Like it's but nope. I cannot equip it because it is Eldari equipment. Alright. Either way, thank you everybody for watching. I guess it's not that too much here. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next time. A lot of readings today, but it is a fucking Pathfinder game. Or not Pathfinder, it is a game. So it's gonna have a lot of that. Either way, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.